Hi, and welcome to another edition of 2-Minute Tuesday. A while back, we made a video on how to establish an OData connection from Excel to your Epicor ERP system. Today, I'll cover a method that's not only easier, but allows you to incorporate runtime criteria to filter the results of your query. Before diving into this new tool, I want to mention where I found it. If you're using any one of Epicor's ERP systems, you should look into epiusers.help. This online community is a fantastic resource for all things Epicor. And while it doesn't replace Epicor support, it's an invaluable tool for learning how your peers are dealing with their Epicor issues. And it's a great place to find solutions to specific problems. That's where I discovered this spreadsheet that I'm about to show you. I'll leave a link in the description. You can download a copy and follow along yourself. If you're not already a member, please consider joining. Here's a modified version of that Epiuser spreadsheet. I won't delve into its technical details in this video, but if you're interested in seeing how that works in a future video, let us know down in the comments section down below. Instead, I'll guide you through how to set this up for your own use. And I'm going to try to do it in 2 minutes or less. Let's put 2 minutes on the clock. We will be interacting within the top section of this spreadsheet. The bottom portion is for informational purposes only. Let's start with the top left section. For the server parameter, enter your server name here. The format will vary a bit depending on whether you're in the cloud or on-premise. For today's example, I'll connect to an on-premise environment. For the instance, specify the instance of your Epicor install. For example, production, test, training. Today, we'll be using the training environment. If you're not sure where to find these values, you can check your browser or your smart client as shown here. Here's the server value, and here's the instance value. Next, we'll fill in your company ID, even if it's a single company environment. For today's example, we'll use Epic 06. Now onto the good stuff. For the query parameter, we can enter the ID of the shared BAQ that we want to run. For example, here we're going to use zHomepage_SO open. The filter determines if filters are going to be applied to your query. Set yes to use the filters from the selection criteria table. If you select no, the filters in the table will be ignored. Order by allows you to add fields to sort the data. Use the alias column names from the BAQ. For this example, we're going to do calculated_open value. Order direction allows you to specify either an ascending or a descending sort. Let's start with descending. Rows to return allows you to specify how many records you'd like to retrieve. Leave blank for all rows. We'll use 10 for this example to do a top 10. Fields to include allows you to customize the fields that will be included in the query. Use a comma-separated list, or you can leave it blank for all fields. The URL parameter is the formula for the URL builder. The final URL is displayed in the final URL field. If troubleshooting, paste the final URL into your browser to check the results manually. The selection criteria table is pre-populated with some sample filters. You can add or remove criteria as needed. For our example, one filter filters the plant or site to MFG Sys, and the other filters for a specific customer, Dalton. The bottom table lists field types and operations for reference when filling out the selection criteria table. Let's add a new filter for ship by date. Select date from the field type dropdown, set and/or to and enter order rel_rec date. Operation, we want GE for greater than or equal to, and we'll use 01/01/2021 for the date. With that, our sheet is ready. Click Refresh All on the Data tab in Excel to use the final URL to pull in the data to your spreadsheet's Data tab. Use the Basic Authentication tab to enter your credentials for any valid Epicor user. And there you have it. We have data. And just to showcase how it works, if we set the filter value to no and refresh again, you can see that the data in the sheet changes. I hope you found this tool as exciting as I did. In addition to the link to the original thread, there's also a link to our modified version of this spreadsheet included in the description below. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any thoughts on video topics, let us know down in the comments.